Hill Street right here in Sunset Cliffs is where that pickup truck came racing down before plunging off of the rocks and into the waters below. Now, it really is a miracle that these little girls weren't more seriously injured, and tonight we are learning more about the father's past. The images and story shocked the community this weekend. A suspected suicidal father driving his truck off the ledge at Sunset Cliffs with his 2-year-old twin daughters inside.
He had driven off the end of a 50-foot cliff and was upside down in the water.
News 8 interviewed the officer, Jonathan Weiss, now deemed a hero after he jumped in the water to rescue the girls. Officers began looking for the truck after the driver's estranged wife called 911.
A female caller had said her husband left with their twin 2-year-old daughters and was suicidal.
Once spotted, officers say they didn't want to chase the vehicle for fear of what could happen, but the driver, now identified as Robert Bryans, also spotted them.
Before I could even plan my next move, the lieutenant said he picked up speed and drove right off the end of the cliff. And your heart sinks, and my first thought is, okay, please tell me the girls weren't in the car.
We've since learned Brian's wife filed for divorce back in April. The case is cited as domestic violence with minor children. According to a GoFundMe account set up by a friend of the family, the twin 2-year-olds were taken by their father without permission, and their mother received numerous calls and texts that she would never see them again. Around 5 a.m., Bryans reportedly plunged his truck off the cliff, and that's when Weiss dove in to save them.
By the time I got to him, he had pulled both girls out of the truck and was now holding them, trying to tread water. And with the waves and just, not having his hands, he kept going under with the girls.
Weiss got the girls to safety, then stayed in the water with Bryans until lifeguards could rescue him.
He said, no, they were on my lap when I drove over the cliff. So it's him and the 2 girls in the driver's seat going over the cliff without seatbelts on.
Today we learned the twins remain in the hospital, but are expected to be okay.
The only non-crushed area of the car was the driver's seat compartment. So had those girls been in a car seat in the back, they would have most likely been killed.
And the father is facing a list of charges including attempted murder and kidnapping. He remains in jail and is due in court on June 30th.